Today, lately we've just been tracking the US dollar against the Japanese yen spot. And apologies for the last video. I was in such a hurry. It just got cut short and just didn't take a lot of time to edit it. So hopefully we got a little bit more detail in this video. Right now we're going to start on this chart on the daily. These vertical lines, the green, blue, and yellow, are timestamps. When they overlap, it's a little bit more significant of a turn, end of cycle. Right now, the cycle that I'm focusing on for a completion of a move is somewhere around the end of June, beginning of July, first week of July. So, looking for whatever move, either it's from the downside or the upside. It's going to be somewhere, I think, end of June, beginning of July. So with that being said, I'm going to remove that. Let's look at two projections that I have. This one is the first one, and this is the downward trend projection. Okay, so remember, we're still looking for a cycle that ends around June, July, the end of June, beginning of July. So is what I'm thinking is maybe we form some kind of sideways consolidation here for the next month or so, forming a triangle pattern, maybe a wedge, and then maybe we break out of that and come down and test this price level here at 149.169. So that would be a real significant target. Obviously these fib targets below any of these can hit, but this would be the more significant one. So hopefully you can see all the targets here for the fibs, starting with the first one is 153.629. The second one is 151.015. The next one is 148.90. And the next one after that is 146.79. That's just in case you couldn't read the chart here. So these are all targets to the downside to complete a bigger X. The next projection is if we continue up, then these targets to the upside. This is still the daily time frame. So I'm thinking for the next couple months we would continue this rally, and then the targets above would be let's start at the 138.2. So that one there is 159.446. The next one above that is 160.306. The 200 above that is 161.699. And then I think finally it would die out somewhere at 163.952. And remember, keep in mind, we're looking for the end of June, beginning of July for a cycle completion. So we'll track that progress as it's going on. So in the meantime, like I said, there are possible, countless of scenarios. These are just two that stick out towards me or to me from certain indicators that I have. So let's go to the 30-minute time frame here, and I have some notes I just want to point out. So the 30-minute time frame here, it shows a bull cycle. This is the 30-minute time frame. So we're above the 200 moving day average. And on these minor cycles, it looks like we could go a little higher and due for a pullback even on the 30-minute time frame. So whatever pullbacks on the 30-minute time frame, I would say as long as we stay above the that price level I had over here, 149.169, I would say we're still bullish, without a doubt. The 1 hour time frame here shows a little bit of a divergence. So maybe you've heard the term blow off top or something like that. So maybe we just peak real fast and ran into the 200-day moving average here with the target at 155.275. That's on the hour time frame, and then from there we start to pull back in this hourly cycle. The 4 hour time frame is still a little bearish overall. So I'm thinking that maybe it won't even reach the 200 moving day average at the trajectory that it's in. So maybe we bounce off the 50 more likely, and that target then is closer. I don't have a exact target for that because the moving averages are a little delayed. So the 155, I think I said that here, yeah, 155.275 on the hourly, probably be the same target for the 4 hour. That would be a 161.8 fib. On the 4 hour time frame, no, 1 hour time frame, there is a bit of a head and shoulders pattern. It's not great. I would have said if that was to play out, I think Friday we wouldn't have. I think we had a little bit of a dip there in the beginning of Friday. I would have said that dip wouldn't have happened and we would have kind of went parabolic on Friday. So, I mean, it's still possible, but I think it would have to break out pretty soon. Now, I still think that, really we're going to have a pullback. The scenario I'm favoring is the pullback to 149. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm really favoring this projection number 2 here. For the fact that we had a trend line, and I don't have it on this chart, but I can try to put it in here real quick. No, I don't have it. I don't want to confuse everybody. So really, what I'm saying is I'm favoring projection 2, and I'm going to try to track that and give my feedback on how this progresses out. So let's go back to the 30-minute time frame real quick. I'm counting 3 moves here. So we're finishing our 3rd move. That pullback's going to be important, and I think that as long as we stay above 153, here it is, current cycle retest at 153.76. That's 153.76. So possibly a long entry there. Right now there's not really on the 30-minute time frame. There's not really a good entry either direction. So I would say if you wanted to look for a short position on the 30-minute time frame, well, you have this gap here that I've had my eye on. So let's put a price level there. Let's try to get the highest bid there. We'll put that price right there, and that is 155.632. So maybe a short position there with the real tight stop loss, because if it goes, let's see, 153. Let's look at this real quick. I would even wait. Let's go. Let's move this up. Make it even number here. 155.7. And then let's draw a trend line right here. So if it breaks this trend line, that would be your stop loss. That's how I would play it for a 30-minute time frame. Okay. So let's then set up a stop loss. I didn't really plan on doing this, but go ahead and do it real quick. And then we will end the video there. So on the 30-minute time frame, we want to come to this current cycle retest at 153.7. So let's do this. I have to think about this one. Okay, we take it from the low here. I'm going to put some more lines on the chart. Let's say it goes up to the one. No. This one's tough because I don't really have our pullback yet. So I'd have to take it from here. You know what? Okay. So if we had a long entry at 153.765, we're going to have to zone it. Just take it from the 200 and the top of this candlestick over here. And this would be a stop loss zone. So anywhere from maybe 153, maybe half the middle of the road there, 153.5. Stop out, try it again at, stopped out 153.6, and then maybe try again at 153.5. But there should be enough resistance here to, be able to get in and out of trades without losing too much. So, but again, you trade at your own risk, and I'm not a financial advisor. This is all for entertainment purposes only. So, good luck. I hope it helps. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on scenario number 1 for a little bit and call it a day.